Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another sketchbook tour, and this is a really old sketchbook of mine. I've had this since I was in secondary school, and I can't remember how old I was. I could have been maybe 13 or 14. Okay, but I had the sketchbook for a long time. It was given to me as a gift. Sea White of Brighton, I don't know if you can see that, but I've printed on it, drawn on it. This is a print as well. The spine is gone. But yeah, this is like, it was my favourite sketchbook actually. And even though, yeah, I did get it when I was in secondary school, but I actually hadn't done any work in it for like years and years. And then eventually when I moved to Newcastle and I was studying at uni, I think I'd started to do a little bit of work here and there. Maybe a couple of things, like a couple of pages, not that much. And yeah, let me go to the back actually, because this sketchbook, I started it pretty much from the back, I think. These back pages, I used to use the back pages for like scribbling and writing notes and stuff like that. Okay, so this piece here, this isn't even the first thing I've done in this book, so it's really all over the place. But this was some sketching that I did for the mural that I have on my bedroom wall. And this is more like, these are like kind of little pre-sketches that I did before I put my mural together. Yeah, this is probably one of the last things that I did. This piece here, it's just like some coffee stain, I think, or tea stain, with what do you call those pens, the carbon pencils. So this is probably one of the first works that I did. Okay, so you can see how all over the place I am with my work. I literally just pick up a book, sketchbook, notebook, whatever, and I'll just start on any page. This is a calla lily, and I drew this actually when I was in Morocco. I think it was the first time I went to Morocco, and a family member had bought me a bunch, and I was so happy when she bought me that bunch, because calla lily is actually my favourite flower. That was in oil pastels, which I happened to have with me at the time because I like to travel with some form of art supply. This was another, so calla lilies and roses. It was a really nice bunch of flowers actually, red roses and calla lilies. Okay, and this, I did this drawing when I was in uni, so I think definitely after this, is after the calla lily pictures as well, but before I finished uni. Yeah, and this is probably one of the last pieces that I did, strangely enough, but maybe not strangely, because like I think it was a page that had nothing on it randomly, and I thought, oh yeah, let me just fill this page in. And this is Crayola. I used the Crayola pencils to do this one, and I really love this piece because I actually love using colouring pencils. And I love the piece as well because it's really random, like I, just did a lot of random kind of things. Like I had started drawing roses here, I think that's where it started, from here. And then I had left that for ages, and then I thought, oh, what am I going to do with this page? And then I just came and filled it with all the rest, basically. So it's one of my favourite pieces, actually. And what I'm going to do for the video, I'll just put an image of how I used some of these artworks later on, so you can see, because some of them I transferred them into digital designs, which I have a portfolio of. This piece, yeah, I did this in university as well, and I had done, I'd used it as like a template to do some glass engraving, so I actually had a piece of glass with this design engraved on it, and this one as well. This piece was the first sketch for the roof design of my greenhouse. I'll put a picture of that as well so you can see my greenhouse, which is a engraved artwork installation piece. that was just rubbish. I didn't do anything with this, but yeah, some weird kind of doodle. Okay, so now I think we're going to get into some designs which I did mostly. These are all these designs that are coming up in the book now, which is the majority of this book. Designs that I did. I used to just draw randomly. So after university, and when I first moved into the house that I'm living in now, my kids were quite small and I didn't have time to like get paints out and things like that, or to really kind of plan any artworks, but I used to sit down and just kind of doodle and sketch and just draw random shapes, you know, like from, you know, just anything that used to come to my mind. I just used to draw it without like planning. So what I started doing was I'd ask family, friends to tell me, like, give me like 3 colours basically, and then I would make a piece with those 3 colours. So my brother chose these colours. Oh, this is some lilies. More lilies. This was a sketch for the painting idea that I had actually, which I'm glad I've seen this now, because I used to really love doing surreal artwork when I was in college, and it's something I haven't done for years, but I love like surrealism. So this was kind of an idea that I had, like somebody swallows a pill that is actually not good for them, so it's like killing them. So inside the pill is like a blade, so when they swallow the pill it's like cutting them inside. So this was kind of some idea that I had, but I can't remember exactly where the rest of it's supposed to go. These are kind of outlines of mosque or cityscapes with mosques in it. Somebody had asked me to do like some designs for blue olives, because she was starting a book company or something like that, and she said, oh yeah, can you like draw me some blue olives? So these were kind of like sketches for that. That was years ago as well. Somebody on Facebook had asked me to do that. Yeah, these are more to do with my surrealist kind of idea that I had. So this is these are hearts. This one, I can't remember what I used to actually get this, but it's like quite grainy texture technique. I can't remember what I used to get this technique actually. It's probably a good idea in future to write notes at the side so I know what I've done. Right, so this is another one of those pieces that I've mentioned. Random drawings without planning, and these are all named as well. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the names now because my sister chose these colours. I remember a friend of mine had chosen these colours. This is actually brown, dark brown, this pen. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I think this was a sketch of some place that I had been, but you can see it's quite nice because it rubbed off on the other side, and that's only because after drawing it I've obviously done this piece. So I did this first and then I've gone in and done that, so you can see some of the texture, but most of my pages are like that as well, but that's why I usually only draw on one side. And my youngest sister chose these colours. This is actually, I've actually had this, I got this as a pillow. I don't know if she took it with her, but it's her pillow anyways, her cushion cover. And this, I love this texture here. Okay, so this has just completely leaked through somehow. This, don't know how, but yeah. nice. I like that. Interesting. And these are, most of these designs are done with pen. This is all like different metallic gel pens. I did this one. So yeah, most of these designs I've so look at the back of that. It's nice looking at the back of work. Most of these designs I've made them into digital artworks. So I scanned them in, and then I made them to be symmetrical. Okay, and this is like towards the end of the sketchbook, I think now. Well, actually, we're just over halfway through. This is like my longest sketchbook, so I was doing some kind of sketching some ideas for waterfalls here for a painting that I was going to do, which took me years to actually get around to doing. Like sketching out ideas for a house plan. This is just like notes that I took. I went to a lecture. I used this to take notes, so you can see how my mind is. Look at my notes. This is pencil. This is Crayola as well. Not as blended as the other one that's in the book, but yeah. And this was not Crayola pens. This was like some other some other colouring pens that I bought. So the mixture. This one is a mixture of pen and Crayola. This is all pen. And this one is like marker and paint. I think acrylic probably. And this is Crayola. And this is just black biro, which I love sketching with biro. See, this piece is so old, like you can see I've done this, like, look at the edges are just, you know, you can see the browning of the edges. I love this piece. It's one of my favourite pieces. More interesting marks on the back. This is pen, no, not pen, this is it's marker and then filled in with acrylic paint, gold and red. And this is pen and pencil. So look at the back of this, look, I just love that, so nice. And this is all biro, yeah, biro, this all done with different coloured biros, which I really love that. I think actually the green is not biro, but the rest of it is all biro, so even the orange, yeah. And look at the back, how it turned out. This is because it's rubbed on here, which was a pastel. So random scribbles. So this is towards the end of the book now. Yeah, this is me trying to write my artist name Yazak in Arabic. I think it looks quite cool actually, even though I've never used that. Yeah, just sketches and notes, and yeah, that's the back, or the front, if you like. But that's the end of that sketchbook tour, and I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you did like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and so you can stay notified for upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.